Hi, my name's Step It Up Gaming, and today we'll be looking at Sonic Mania, released for the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Sonic Mania is a throwback game that is trying to replicate the classic Sonic games for Genesis. The plot takes place directly after Sonic 3. Dr. Robotnik, or as he's known now, Eggman, and the hard-boiled heavies have found the Phantom Ruby, a gem that is able to create illusions and warp anyone nearby through time and space. A good simple plot if you ask me. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are then warped to Green Hill Zone, which is included in most Sonic games now. Not a big surprise if you ask me, but it's still cool to see. Anyway, their adventure starts at Green Hill Zone and takes them through zones and past Sonic games. There are 12 new zones, well, not 12 new zones, yeah. I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired right now. Anyway, back to the review. There are 12 zones, which include Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Flying Battery, Hydro City, Stardust Speedway, Lava Reef, Oil Ocean, Metallic Madness, and then we have the new zones, which include Mirage Saloon, Studiopolis, Press Garden, and the zone I hate the most, Titanic Monarch. In every classic zone, each first act will feel the same as their original besides revamped music and graphics. In the second act, they change things up and they even add new mechanics. There are bosses in every single act. Well, there are bosses in every single end of... There are bosses at the end of each act. Some new and some old. With that out of the way, let's talk about the gameplay. Sonic Mania has amazing graphics and amazing music that has both the modern and classic feel. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails control really well just as they did in their original classic Sonic games. Sonic's new drop dash helped me out a lot in the playthrough that I went through, and it's really helpful and easy to use. My only problem with it is when I turn into Super Sonic every time I try to use it. But they fixed that in the new release for Sonic Mania Plus. Speaking of Chaos Emeralds, the new zones are kind of based off of Sonic's CD, where you have to collect and you have to destroy, not collect, you have to destroy all the UFOs in time, or else you won't get a Chaos Emerald. The new zones are good and all, and the special stages are fun, and can be challenging if you haven't done it before. But let's get to the boss fights. As I said, there are boss fights for every act that you play. Even though I said at the end, but I didn't specify about how it was at the end of every act, so sorry if some of you took that the wrong way. Some bosses are references to old games, like the Death Egg Robot, the Hydro City fight, and the Robotnik Mean Bean Machine fight in Chemical Plant Zone. And then there's new ones like the Spiders boss fight in Flying Battery Zone, and then there's also the Hard-Boiled Heavies. And if you've played Sonic Mania, you'll agree with me, for the most part, that the Hard-Boiled Heavies boss fights are all pretty much really creative and really fun. And yeah, if you haven't seen the final boss, please click off this video. The final fight takes place with Robotnik. It can be difficult at first, but once you destroy the first arm on this robot, it gets a lot more fun from there. The normal ending is you escape with Knuckles and watch the Titanic Monarch explode and the game ends. But since I collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds, I got the real ending. What happens in the real ending is after you defeat Eggman, or Robotnik, however you want to say it, and the Egg Reverie, Sonic is then transported into another dimension by the Phantom Ruby. And that's where Sonic Mania ends, and that's where Sonic Forces starts. Tell me what you thought about the game in the comments below, and I will see you next time.